It's that time of the year again, guys, that Samsung releases its flagship lineup for the rest of the year. And that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. Today, with us in the studio, we have the brand new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. And I, for one, am super excited for it because after a long time, almost 5-6 months or so, I'll be switching from the iPhone 15 Pro Max to the S24 Ultra as my primary device. And man, I had been waiting for this day since a lot of months. So today's video is going to be about my impressions after switching to this phone and using it for around 4 or 5 days. I'll tell you guys what's new about it, what is there to be excited about, and whether initially you should upgrade from the S23 series or not. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and with that said, guys, let's not waste any time. Let's get started. All right, so this is the S24 Ultra in all its glory. And the first thing to talk about is obviously the thing that stands out the most, and that is the design. Now, if you take a quick look at it, you'll say that the design hasn't really changed from the S23 Ultra series, and you will be right, but there are a few changes here and there that you need to note on. First up, Samsung has started using titanium, which is not only a more durable metal, but also a lighter metal, and it also feels really solid and very nice. The sides are now completely matte finished, meaning that there are no fingerprints, and the back glass also does not attract any fingerprints. The color that I have here is called the titanium gray color, and yes, I know what you guys are thinking. It looks extremely similar to Apple's own titanium finish, and whether they were inspired by Apple or not is a separate thing altogether. The good thing is that we are upgrading to more durable materials, and even the natural titanium color on the iPhone looks pretty similar to the titanium gray on the S24 Ultra. But that aside, this is a great new material to start using, and I hope that more flagships will start using titanium as the years go on. Now, the other change in design that I was super impressed by, and something that I actually prefer now, is the completely flat display. So as you know, the S23 Ultra and even the S22 Ultra series always had a slightly curved display to give a more futuristic sort of a look, if you'll have me there. But that always had a big problem, especially for me, and that was that it was very difficult to find a tempered glass protector or a good quality screen guard for that curved display. Now that problem is gone because the display is completely flat, and I actually prefer this, even though I agree that the curve looks slightly better than this one. But another thing that has helped Samsung with this is the fact that now the bezels are completely symmetrical and also smaller in size. So the bottom chin that we had in the S23 Ultra has now completely gone, and you get this beautiful symmetrical beauty of a display, which is absolutely nice to look at. The brightness has also gone up to 2600 nits of peak brightness, and of course it's still a Quad HD panel that dynamically goes up to 120 Hz, and overall the display quality has been absolutely amazing in my testing so far. Now, we all know about the display and we all know about the new build. So another cool thing that I would like to highlight that is different this time around is, of course, the cameras themselves. Now, obviously, I never had a lot of time to test the cameras out with, but here are a few samples for you to check out. And I have to say that this phone has a new telephoto lens, which is a 5x instead of the 10x that was there in the S23 series. But don't worry, that's actually not a bad thing like most of us were thinking it would be, because it's felt like a downgrade. But the thing is, this 5x is actually a 50 megapixel sensor, meaning that when you capture a 5x photo, it's stacked sharp, the details are very nice. But even when you zoom in all the way to 10x, you actually get a pretty nice high resolution readout from that as well. So you're not basically sacrificing anything and unlocking a new focal length 5x, which was missing in the previous S23 Ultras and the previous phones from that. So of course you're still getting the same 200 megapixel primary sensor. You're also getting a 3x optical like the last time, and now you have a new 5x optical, and of course you can also zoom in to 100x, so that has still remained. Another cool thing that I noticed was the fact that you can now record 4K 120 FPS video, which honestly is a huge deal if you are a professional or you use your phone's video cameras a lot to capture a lot of video. It unlocks a completely new dynamic for creating slow motion content content which is super high res. So I think that is a nice change that a lot of people might have missed out on. And the photos in themselves look good because the software optimization is also beautiful. This phone is running One UI 6.1, obviously running on Android 14. And another cool thing, while I have you talking about the software, Samsung has actually promised 7 years of updates this time around, which puts them right up there with the Apple iPhones as well as the Google Pixels of the recent days. And I think that will really help these phones be future proof. And of course, obviously it's a 5G phone. You've got tons of 5G bands supported. You won't have any problems when it comes to calls, etc. And now the Android update will also probably help hold its resale value because you'll actually end up getting updates even longer. The elephant in the room, guys, and the last thing that I would like to talk about is obviously the new processor in this, which is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy. As we all know, that is the latest and greatest from the guys over at Snapdragon. Makes this probably one of the most powerful phones right now in the market. And of course, with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 comes a whole host of AI features that you guys should not miss out on. Trust me when I say this, a couple of cool AI features that Samsung has brought in this phone with partnership with Google makes it absolutely incredible. The first thing is circle search. Click and hold at the bottom part of your screen no matter where you are, and you can actually circle a part of the image that you want to look up online, and that part will be searched as a Google search with the picture search module. It is absolutely incredible. It's not that futuristic when you think about it. We've always had this option to search images on Google, but the fact that it's so seamless now, you can just search up anything at the hold of a button, makes it extremely useful, and a lot more people are going to use image-based search because of this particular feature. Also, along with that, we get live call translate that does support Hindi here in India. I know a lot of people had questions about that because all they showed off was Korean and French and Spanish and a lot of other international languages, but it does support Hindi, so you can live translate calls where you can speak in your native language, let's say Hindi, and the other person will speak in their native language, and the AI is going to translate it live while you are on call, breaking language barriers. I think it is really, really cool. Of course, it is still very elementary, so it gets a few things wrong here and there, but it will improve with time, and even right now it is pretty usable, something to keep in mind. And of course, because of the Google's partnership with AI, you get to see a lot of photo editing AI stuff that we saw in the previous Pixel 8 series. So whether it is erasing things out of your image or moving things around, it works really, really well right on the Gallery app, and it actually is more seamless and gives you more freedom than the Pixel one did, because we tested out that in the past as well, and this actually gives you a lot of more freedom. Another cool thing I like about it is that you can make all your changes at once and then generate an image, instead of the Pixel way where you had to change and generate an image with every single change that you make. So I think it is definitely more seamless here, and it happens a lot more smoothly. Now obviously, being back to Android after using an iPhone for a couple of months felt like a breath of fresh air. I feel like I am finally back where I belong, if I can say that myself, and I am having an absolute blast using this phone. The speakers are great, the display is fantastic, and of course the S Pen has always been something that has unlocked a new level of productivity. So whether that is taking quick screenshots or signing documents on the go, it makes this phone a high-powered productivity machine, if you will. And of course, I have a lot more videos planned along with a dedicated camera test and a comparison with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and of course we'll also do the full review. This was just a quick impressions and thoughts from my end. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you guys are excited about the S24 Ultra, or if you're planning to get one. I think early deliveries start on the 24th, which is exactly when this video should be up. So if you get your delivery, make sure you watch this video and get to know about a lot of features that you probably didn't know about. With that said, guys, this is Anubhav signing out. I'll catch you guys next time. You guys have a great day, stay safe, peace out, and bye-bye.